support across from them on the table. Can they do it? Let's find out.
I just can't believe we're back here. Hogan mode, lower bracket time. It is so exciting. If this is not the team to watch, Johnny Boy, in all of the RLCS, I don't know who it is, and they're taking on Monaco.
Let's go, bro. I mean, I've just finished the pre-show, but I said, leave this one to me. Hand me the mic. We've got to cast Hogan mode again. I can't get enough of these guys. They're back. We missed them for a whole event, but they've made it back in. Scrubkiller's already harassing Ostalon. Didn't land the bump, unfortunately, for Hogan mode, the fan favorite, possibly in the entire region.
The funny thing, Johnny, about this team, right, is we joke about them, but they are a seriously good team. It's almost hard to believe.
They're genuinely a threat to anyone. I do say that with confidence, but they're a bit swingy. As we saw, they didn't qualify for Regional 2 this split, so we need to see consistency from them if we're going to really believe that they can win this event. They've got to take it step by step, but that's their goal now. They're trying to win the event. Nothing else matters if they want to keep their season alive.
It feels a little bit like an Optic Gaming. Obviously, they had a bit more expectations going in to the final regional, but sort of give me those vibes, everything on the line, and hopefully they don't overthink it, they just play some solid Rocket League, which is, what they were showing yesterday.
That's an insult to the mighty Hogan mode to be compared to the measly Optic Gaming. I joke, of course.
I don't know what I was thinking. Oh my goodness, forget about them. Monaco, Dying has just slotted this one. Have a look at the redirect on it.
Oh, look at the Spanish synergies. Stizzy to Dying, top bins, 1-0, just over a minute gone. Beautiful finish. The pass was perfect as well.
We don't like using the word cherry picking, but I don't mind that, just sitting downfield and
don't mind it.
Giving you crap there. I don't mind it at all. Showing a bit of confidence early, especially 1 minute into game 1 of a lower bracket.
Oh wow. Oh what? Oh, no. I think Stizzy got put off there. A goalie jumped in front of him and he hesitated. He thought, well, I better go for a block here or something, but goalkeeper missed. I mean, is it always better at that range, CJ, to just ignore the goalie, play the ball?
Yeah, you've got to play the ball. I think it's a bit different in my range of Johnny, but you almost just expect people to miss the ball. It's a bit different in EUs. Well, they were both missing. The little whifty almost helped Stizzy out there, and I don't know. It's a bit different. I feel like you're probably not asking the right person here, but I'd certainly expect them this.
Have we just unlocked the CJ secrets, the stat padding secrets? He just never actually paid attention to what his opponents were doing. He just played the ball. Just
zero respect. Zero respect. And I don't know. It's worked out so far, but I don't know how well it works over in Europe, particularly at the highest level. They don't particularly whiff the ball too much, except the whifty that I absolutely love. Stizzy has an open shot here.
Oh!
That's nice.
Well, Monaco, we're talking all about Hogan mode and how they need to win this entire event to keep their season going. Monaco, they know this is the last event of their season. They're just playing out their final event. They have no hope of making the Spring Major, no hope of making the World Championship Wildcard. So I wonder if that's just taking the pressure off them. They don't have
100%.
that looming pressure of potential qualification with a Cinderella run.
Trust me, these are the most dangerous teams in Rocket League. The ones that have nothing to lose and nothing to play for as well. Because it feels like it's ranked, and it's so hard in RLCS as well to almost play that way. You're always thinking, oh, what if I miss? What if I stuff up? But these teams, they don't care. They're just playing, they're having fun. And, I mean, that is a great recipe, but you can't emulate it when there's something on the line.
Yeah, you know who it's like, CJ? It's like Monaco, they're kind of like Optic Gaming. They're just better once they're already eliminated. As soon as they're eliminated from qualification, they're just simply a better team. So we'll find out who AJ's equivalent is later on. It could be this guy on the ball right now, Stizzy. Definitely mechanical menace when he's on his game. Hogan mode a bit tame, not really producing the offense we expected to see from them.
No, this isn't the Hogan mode that I watched yesterday against Moist, who were really sort of just throwing everything at them and having that aggression. Right now, they're sort of stuck a little bit in defense, and Rowley's getting caught out last man here as Ostalon just slings on middle, another double commit. Coming out from Hogan mode. They're looking a little bit trapped. Maybe an opportunity now. Stizzy, double touch central. Crowley deals with it. They are good in defense, though, Hogan mode. I'll give them that. When they do get down there, they batten down the hatches.
All right, time on the ball for Scrub. How's he going to play it? Goes high. Blocked immediately. He had options there. Could have 50-50 the ball, maybe gone cut in field, but they're just getting hard red every time they try and clear it. And look at the clock. Hardly over a minute to go, and it is all Monaco. This looks like prime Carmine Corp squeezing their opponent into the final third.
This is clinical right now. They're just playing the time game at this point. A couple of goals on the board and then 2 minutes of just back and forth midfield play, keeping the ball in the other team's end. And they've done well now. 50 seconds left. Hogan cannot get this ball. The gold. The team needs to get a chance. There's a shot on net that could be in, and it is wedged in by Ocelon. A third on the board for Monaco.
Yeah, that's a goal for every member of their team. Ocelon with a massive bump to set it up. I mean, thank goodness for the goal respawn. Otherwise, I think that I didn't see who got bumped off the screen there. I don't think they'd be back for another 10 or so seconds. It said absolutely flying.
There's something about that, isn't it? When you can just send someone to the moon, it's better than hitting a double flip reset. But we love to see that kind of physicality. And well, game one, you know, the story has been all about Hogan mode, but Monaco, as you said, the team with nothing to play for is showing up, and Stizzy getting his second.
And really, this could be, I mean, you're only as good as your last series. You're only as good as your last event in the minds of most Rocket League fans. We've got memories like Goldfish, so if they can go out with a bang, everybody will say, yeah, Monaco, you know, underrated season. They always had it in them. So this could be a way that they can really raise their stock going into the off-season, going into next season as well.
Yeah, T-Bates rankings would just have them probably top 4 in the world after this one. He's certainly the king of recency bias. He's our man, T-Bates. Well, this game is all over Red Rover right now. 15 seconds left. Hogan can't even find an opportunity. They can't even get a chance on net, let alone a goal here, as Crowley goes for a sneaky little chain dash down the side. Rezi keeping the ball in. Maybe one, maybe a bit of momentum. The flip reset. Can scrub to it. No. Rezi wanted it all himself, but well, Monaco, they've just been ready all game long. And they deserve this game one. This has been clinical. Having said that, maybe some momentum for Hogan
We got the momentum, bro. Reset, bro. Regain. You know, Hogan mode, they can regain. They've done it before. They're definitely going to have a chat between this game and the next. No timeouts in the first 2 series today. We wait until the best of 7s for those. But congratulations to Monaco on making first touch top 10 worldwide teams power rankings. After that game 1-4-1 against Hogan mode, they've shot up the rankings. So that's awesome to see.
Yeah, and they'll be there for a while as well, until this series is eventually over, and then they'll change it up.
Until they lose this series, they lose game 2, they're back out again.
Until they lose game 2 and everything goes out the window. No, Monaco, a great start. It felt like, however, you know, Hogan mode just didn't really, I don't know, it feels like they're a little bit sleepy or something. I don't know what time it is over there, Johnny, but it's pretty late for me.
Yeah, it's pretty late for you. Yeah. It's 4 o'clock for actually it's 4 o'clock for all of them. They're all in the UK, so that was easy. It's 5 o'clock in Monaco's time zones. Ocelon from the Netherlands, Dying and Stizzy, the Spanish duo here. These guys, they I think, you know, we joke earlier on about how they're going to be called an underrated team after one good event at the end of the season, but it is somewhat true. I think that they've just failed to put it together when it matters, when the pressure's been on this season. They've been one of the teams who's crumbling, but like we were talking about, there's no pressure here. They're just playing out their last event and seeing what happens, and no scenarios to worry about, no finish that they need to get to ensure qualification. And they're just playing relaxed. They're playing out a brilliant game one. We'll see if they can carry that on to the rest of the series.
But I think this is frustrating, you know, as being in this sort of a situation when you do play your best with nothing on the line, and it almost gives you that false sense of confidence to, you know, we just emulate that next season, or, you know, find a way to do it. But then once the pressure builds back on for Monaco, once they do have something to play for, the points are reset, you know, you can play completely different. It is so hard to play this way when you were just, as I said, playing like it's ranked.
Okay, Hogan mode do have a bit of pressure to start off this series, or to start off game 2. They've not had too much to write home about, so this will feel nice to get a close-up look at the blue goal. Nothing too dangerous for Monaco though. Calm playing defense there by Dying, just slowing the play down. They're giving each other time to grab boost. Now they have found a way out of defense there, although off the back of a miss, maybe it is going to be more about playing the ball, ignoring the defender in this match than we thought.
I'm just looking for that second man right now from Hogan mode as the shot goes on now, and a double commit coming out. Scrub having to dive across, and they just feel like they're a bit caught under the ball in offense. It might be the fact they're getting less opportunities up front here, Hogan mode. They're just creeping up a little bit. Scrub before, finding himself under the ball, and they're losing this attack. They're losing this midfield game, and Rez is in big trouble here. Last man does do well and a second touch, but again, they're just back on defense now. Snizzy almost scrub at on his own post. Dying is not in a position to capitalize, and Hogan mode right now. Well, now there's a chance. Ocelon's in big trouble with the 50. He does go wide. A great little 1v1. Ocelon, Johnny, though, he's up for those kind of situations.
Yeah, he did well to deflect that into the back corner. I love it. You pointed out the second man of Hogan mode being something to look out for there, because when they are playing well, it's that trust that they've got with their second man that really makes them dangerous. The second man just arrives in the scene so quickly. Oh, he doesn't need a second man, Crowley. Just a slow-mo double tap at the near post.
He just got handed this one. He went all himself. The touch went through, and Ocelon, appearing onto the side post, just handed the ball back to him. He got the dunk and found the angle. The first real chance, Johnny, it feels like in 2 games now for Hogan mode, and it goes in.
Yeah, it didn't even feel like a real chance when he hit the ball initially. It didn't look like that was going to be a goal, but yeah, Ocelon just didn't really make any contact with the ball or with the player at the near post, so no time for the defenders behind him to react. That's a terrible clear ball. It's immediately struck on target by Rezi, and the goalkeeper could only help it on its way.
Yeah, just making sure that looks better by putting your top ins. I think it was jumping across there and
lovely, just
smashing that one away. That's good to see. And Hogan mode, it feels like they've woken up.
Hogan mode, they're starting to get the goals. And, you know, a goal is a goal, especially when you're having a bad day. It's just nice to get a goal, regardless of, you know, how it comes. They might get a third one here. Never mind, Scrub with a back pass to Growley. I mean, the creativity of the young Scot, actually pretty old now, so let me correct that. The ancient Scot. He's still trying to come up with new tricks, even as an old dog.
Yeah, he'll be hiding the gold under his wheelchair soon. Scrub is certainly getting on in age at the moment, at least in the Rocket League competitive scene, which is why I retired at the ripe age of 23. I could barely move my arms anymore. Ocelon can't get the touch. Rezi, one-on-one, goes to the fake, goes low, helped out. Scrub open net, and you betcha, he'll just dribble that one in the bottom corner.
Well, if it was 3-0 Monaco in the first game for a while, with 1 goal for each player, now we've had Hogan mode do the exact same thing. That's everyone on the team with a goal. That'll settle the nerves. And it really wasn't that difficult at the end of the day. They've just capitalized on some very poor defending, some very bad clears from Monaco. But even going back to the first goal, I think it was preventable. So I think Hogan mode will feel quite good about that. They didn't need to peak there. They didn't need to do anything too ridiculous to get 3 goals.
Yeah, they finally got a chance up front, and haven't they made the most of it? Scrub killer redirect off his bottom, if you don't mind. Underside of the car hits the wheels. And beats Ocelon to the ball as well.
Shaky by Scrub Killer off the front left wheel, or was it front right wheel? I'm getting my right and left mixed up here. He was upside down, so it's a bit confusing. Well done either way. Nice redirect by Scrub. 4th goal, and you know that is a relevant goal with this much time left. A 3-goal difference is not insurmountable. So now 4-goal difference. Monaco just demoralising Monaco.
You talk about Monaco's mistakes in defence. We didn't see them in game 1, but to be fair to them, they didn't have to defend in game number 1. So perhaps this is why we are seeing them, I guess, out of the race right now for the major with nothing to play for the World Championship. And well, they are getting, when they're in offense, they look all right. This is just so wide open, but they have just taken an eternity to put the shot on target. Dying tries to get a flip reset, but again, it's over that second man, and Hogan mode looking to push forward. Having said that, this has got other ideas. Free double tap. Can he get it on target? Even the follow-up. Ocelon just couldn't get a hand on it.
I'm getting PTSD here from all these complete whiffs and open nets. I need this to get in the back of the net soon to get me over that. I guess, you know, this game, if nothing else, this series, if nothing else, it really does show why the somewhat popular myth that has been going around the Rocket League scene recently, that defense is too easy, is complete nonsense. It's so much easier to attack in Rocket League. Defending has so many, potential errors and double commits and disasters, immediately resulting in goals against you. And that, has been no more obvious in these 2 games, where defense has just been too difficult for these 2 teams. But in offense, my goodness, Scrub actually just technically floor double there with a dunk at the end. Not bad stuff, although the game is already over.
That really came out of nowhere from Scrub, but I don't mind it. I wish, if I was in his situation, I would have wanted to save that one. You don't like scoring good goals, Johnny, when you've already won the game, because you feel like you've wasted it. I don't know if you're similar in your ranked experience.
Can't agree, personally. I'll take what I can get.
Oh, okay. I'll have it. I'll edit the scoreboard out so it looks like an overtime winner, as Hogan Mode don't need an overtime at all. They're going to win this one 5-0, if you don't mind. And a fantastic response to tie up the series.
Yeah, and what a collapse by Monaco as well. They conceded once, from a bit of a careless first-man challenge from Osterlon. And then it all fell apart. Double commits, whiffs, there were bad clears straight towards Hogan Mode players. And if you want a quick one-game tutorial of what not to do in defense, this is the game to watch, because they did everything wrong that they could have done wrong.
Yeah, as soon as it went down into the blue end, it felt like a goal that game, which, well, it didn't really get down there in game number 1, so certainly some things to work on. Perhaps Scrub just lets everyone know that he is enormous. Look at the size of those arms over there. He's just too big, too strong. The gold man. That's what he has to carry all that gold under his bed, Johnny. So, I mean, that has to be a bit of exercise.
It's all the extra calories. I mean, you think about all of the options you've got these days to add gold to your diet. You've got steaks with gold on them. You've got, over here in Scotland, you've got chips and cheese with gold on top. Scrub's got a lot of options these days to pack in the muscle, pack in the gold.
I haven't thought about edible gold, but I don't mind it, as Scrub is certainly the human embodiment of gold, apparently.
He is, yeah.
Shout out, was it Joyo who started this whole trend on the viewing party, was that?
It was. He definitely pounced on it. I mean, the whole UK Rocket League scene have been huge Scrub Killer fans for a long, long time, of course, and all of his antics that he's been famous for, but it's the recent, success of Hogan Mode. Joyo was a day zero fan of this team, though. Before they even won a single game in the first qualifier of this split, he was telling everybody, you need to pay attention to this team. They're the real deal. They're going to go far. And he was absolutely right.
Yeah, it's good to see that a fellow competitor can be such a fan. It was certainly disappointing to see him knock him down into the lower bracket yesterday, but, well, at the end of the day, Joyo's got to look after himself, and right now Scrub's got to look after this ball. He's got a nice air dribble. He's trying to play the dunk right now. Hogan Mode trying to build a little bit of an offense. I don't mind this from Rezi. He's done this twice now, and maybe he can get it on target. It is off the post. Growley follows up, but Osterlon on the backboard should be able to deal with this one. And for the first time, Johnny, it feels like Monaco have not let the ball get in their net.
Yeah,
why have they?
It's changed. Rezi! With a massive redirect, 1-0. That's unbelievable. I mean, Dying tried to keep it away from danger, but Growley was all over him.
Oh, it just spoke way too soon. As soon as I saw that ball getting pitched up there, oh, Rezi off the sidewall. That was in as soon as the clear downfield came in. Great pass as well. Great setup from Growley, but I mean, this is what Hogan could do. They're a fantastic team. They make the most of those little half chances, those opportunities, and Rezi just looking to sit downfield. He recognised that Growley was going to win that touch, had a free clear, and made the most of it.
They're challenging early now. The confidence is absolutely back for Hogan Mode. They're following up very quickly on each other's touches. It's just keeping so much pressure on Monaco. They have not answered now 6 goals in a row. In fact, 7 if you count the one in game 1, which wasn't really relevant at all. It's really adding up here. Oh, it's almost going to be one back for Monaco. Can they end the streak? Not yet. They're still potentially hunting. It's like the attack comes to a quick end with a Growley cut rotation.
Yeah, Stizzy was getting to work there with the double, but he just couldn't quite find the angle as Rezi's awkward on the backboard. Osterlon, they're certainly picking up the heat here. Monaco picking up the pressure, starting to speed up, and that could be an opportunity. Now, surely Stizzy gets a free touch, but Growley rotates back in time. It was a double commit from Hogan Mode, and now a shot on net. Surely this can go in. Surely, but Growley again just finds himself under the ball. Hogan Mode flailing around. Put the ball in the net, please. No, please. Oh my goodness, it just cannot find a way in the back of the net.
It's all going wrong right now for Monaco. It's just one of those days. It's one of those games where it doesn't matter what you do. The ball hits off the inside of the post and clears itself. The ball bounces off the little curve next to the goal and clears itself. Well done, Hogan Mode. A couple of key touches there to keep the ball in safe locations that, if nothing else, were difficult to shoot on target.
They've got, as I said, they've got fantastic defense. I don't think they want to be down there. They'd certainly rather be in offense. As Crowley might have had a chance to sneak on the backboard there. He opts for the boost and opts to go off the roof as well. Resi comes flying across. This is like a double classics rotation. I don't mind it. Grabbing both corner boosts, but it does give Monaco a chance out here. Dizzy, solo play. Does get over the top, but a great bump from Resi. And he just finds himself on the ball. Couldn't quite reach it, but I don't mind that play.
Yeah, good vision there by Scrub. He saw Resi landing downfield, just pinged the ball straight towards him. Hogan mode have just settled into this 1-goal lead now. They've realised, okay, defence looking a little bit vulnerable here. Let's see if we can keep a clean sheet. And this would really frustrate Monaco if they can't score 2 games in a row. This is a team who started off with 4 goals unanswered. And now they've almost gone 2 whole games without scoring.
Yeah, they've certainly invested in this 1 goal, Johnny. They're hoping that can be even more valuable as the game goes on, as Scrub last man in a 1-on-2 does well. Gets the clear in the meantime as well. So Dizzy now pops the ball up, but this is big trouble here. The demos are coming through, but I don't think anyone's back. Monaco just straight back in time. Ocelon trying to work the ball out. Dizzy gets a reset. It's far enough away, but it almost centres out. Crowley ready again. Hogan mode. They've got all the answers. Their positioning's flawless at the moment.
Yeah, it's just not happening for Monaco. Ocelon's been a bit more Ostel off, and, you know, Stizzy needs to get busy. Dying needs to keep them alive in this series with a goal in the next 30 seconds.
They all need to do the opposite of what they're called. I don't mind it, but I don't think that's going to work for them right now. Is Scrub just playing the 50-50 game, but Ocelon gets a huge flick out. Great 50 from Resi. They're still willing to make those big challenges even when they are a goal up. Scrub very awkward. I wouldn't trust him right now if I was behind him, and he does get beaten. Resi's there. Gets a touch across, 10 seconds left. What can we do? Can Monaco find a goal? Crowley's a little bit awkward, Stizzy there, but have a look at the redirect. Resi fires it downfield. Hogan mode take their 2nd game of the series.
Oh, just a really, really smart cut of rotation there by Crowley. He realised the danger that was about to occur. You know, anytime your teammate's got a difficult clear ball, try and look out for where it's going to land. Maybe you can help it along, and that's exactly what Crowley did there. Just really took away the danger at the end of the game, knowing that Monaco would all stay very high upfield. I mean, they stay very high upfield pretty much all the time at these teams whenever they're attacking, but Hogan would have managed somehow to keep them scoreless in that game. And I don't think that they'll even know quite how they managed that after looking at the positions that they were in. This is just so silly to watch. They like the ball went across the net. But yeah, I think maybe a little bit of a smile there by Scrub, acknowledging that wasn't the cleanest defense, but they got the job done.
Yeah, you talk about helping each other out, and that comes down to communication as well. If you're letting your teammate know that you're awkward, they're certainly going to be able to help out. But, you know, if you're just like, yeah, mate, no, don't worry, I've got this one, and then you just flop it down on the ground, it can certainly make things harder for your teammates. So certainly the comms, the communication right now for Hogan mode is locked in. They've done this before as well, Johnny, I'm being notified. They just drop game 1, and then they go on to absolutely stomp the next 2. So perhaps Hogan mode just not the best starters in series.
Yeah, is this going to be the end of Monaco's season? They need to win, or this will be the last game that they play in RLCS 2022-23. And there's a long way to go, potentially. Oh, there it is! There's a bump that opens the nets up for them. Dying gets the goal, but well played off the ball to make it possible.
It's as good as a demo, this bump. He has absolutely sent Crowley into the corner of the net. No way he can recover. And finally, Monaco shows some sort of offense that lands the back of the net. It felt like last game they were doing everything they could to not get it in. It's off kickoff straight away. Resi levels it up.
Oh, what a first touch by Resi. Close cheat went their way, but he played that one so well for himself. He didn't have a lot of boost to play with, but that first touch just gave him the perfect run-up to slam the ball over the top of Dying. Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. That's not what Monaco wanted. They've worked so hard for that goal, more than 10 minutes, and it's immediately cancelled out.
Almost another bump goal coming through from Monaco. Perhaps they found something here with the bumps, the physical play, or perhaps they found an open net. The scrub to put in the back of the net. Monaco's in the midfield here. Ocelon just winning last man, Johnny. I don't think he needed to go there.
Yeah, it looked like he just got a little bit antsy there, waiting to find out if he was going to be on the receiving end of a bump, maybe, if he's going to be on the receiving end of a Crowley air dribble. He thought, I've got to go now, or else, you know, maybe he just didn't see a better chance later on, but didn't work out. didn't have any help from anyone in defense. What is happening now? Growley's just walked the ball in very close to the ground, and there's absolutely no one at home.
I credit for the flip reset. He does beat Ocelon, but Dizzy has rotated completely out of net. He's avoiding bumps. He's trying to get wide back post, but he's just too slow to help anyone out.
He's tripped on the post as well on his way back in. I mean, the idea is there. He's trying to, like you said, stay away from any potential bumps, but you can't go that far away. What's the point of dodging the bump if the net's completely open?
Just put yourself in another continent.
He's like, nice, I'm not going to get that one. Excellent job. We're live.
Sometimes that is better than conceding, or conceding sometimes, not getting demoed. At least that was Stizzy's mindset there, but they are 2 goals down now all of a sudden. Monaco getting a first goal of the game, and then Hogan mode getting 3 right back. It's only been a minute 20. There's been 4 goals in a minute here.
Oh.
Absolute shootout in game number 4.
Yeah, this is what Hogan mode can do. Their consistency has been lacking this split, but when they get rolling, they can produce the firepower in offense that's required to win series in one of the most stacked splits that you've ever seen. Look at Growley go. Free play double for Growley, 4-1. And Monaco do not have an answer.
This is just what Hogan mode do so well, finding each other downfield. We saw it, Growley to Resi in the previous game, and now Scrub just launching it downfield off the sidewall. Growley, as you said, just gets an absolute free play double. There's no defense on the backboard. There's no one in net to stop it. And Hogan mode, after game 1, Johnny, this has just been absolute one-way traffic. Dying, though, throws one on net, throws one in, but Scrub has just appeared out of nowhere, out of nothing, from under his bed finding the gold, and he's found the ball.
Not even close, bro. I had it covered all the way, bro. 4-1 is
under
gonna
control,
be,
bro.
That's all they're gonna get, bro. They're not getting another goal, but they better tighten up the defense. I mean, if we're gonna look forward just briefly, we don't want to, gloss over Monaco just yet. Oh, maybe we will have to if they concede again. Hogan mode are on a fast track right now to play against the loser of Liquid Vitality. I think they're gonna need to do a little bit better in defense than this. I reckon those 2 teams would have put away so many chances that Monaco have been close at times to scoring.
Yeah, I think their offense has been commendable after game 1, but they certainly, I would say even yesterday, Friday, day 1, they looked a little bit stronger in those series, but they could just be that team, Johnny, that elevates to whoever they're playing. I know it's certainly a thing in Rocket League. You can play down or play up for certain teams, and play styles can be a little bit awkward, and we have found that Hogan mode have been awkward in defense, so perhaps it is just the unique attack from Monaco that they're throwing at them right now. As this is just going to be it. Straight in. Scrub this time does a stizzy and just leaves net.
Yeah, it looks like Scrub was hunting for that back corner boost. He didn't realize that there was a shot coming in immediately there. Bit greedy though. He could have saved that if he just played on the slightly faster rotation on the small pads. The inner circle, as some call it. Yeah, sometimes the big boost is calling. Scrub Killer, he saw the gold in the corner. And he got sucked in like a moth to a lamp, CJ. Couldn't resist.
He just gets, it's so easy to get sidetracked, especially when your favourite colour's in the corner as well. He probably thought it was a nice little bar there that he could stash away, and he just couldn't quite find the ball as well. He forgot there was a game of Rocket League on, but Growley has it. 5-2 now for Hogan mode. They get that 3-goal lead back.
No problem. It really is just, it looks over. They've had 3 very comfortable games here. Monaco have shown very little resistance to Hogan mode's counter-attacks, very little resistance to Hogan mode's pressure. This really does look like the end of Monaco's season, unfortunately for them. Going out with a bit of a whimper here. They would have hoped for more of game 1. Instead, it's just been a flash in the pan, and then all Hogan mode, one-way traffic.
Yeah, it's been a flash in the gold pan as well for Hogan mode, as Scrub has just been electrifying so far. I tell you what, I wouldn't say this has been the highest quality of Rocket League, Johnny, but could you think, ladies and gentlemen, of a better way to start your Saturday than Hogan mode just advancing through the lower bracket, making it through to the best of 7s as well, top 8. These guys are absolute superstars.
Oh, they've come together at the end of the season, and most of the time teams do this. It's very difficult to build up a story. Oh, what a shot by Growley! It's very difficult for teams to come together this late in the season, and get as many fans as these guys have and really have so much of a story around them. And you've got to give credit to the way they're playing for most of that, because the goals that they're scoring have really captured the audience and made people believe that they've got a chance and that they can't just beat teams like Monaco, but maybe the Team Liquids, the Vitalities, later on today as well.
Yeah, they're not just a meme. These guys have put themselves on the map, on the treasure map, the gold map, based on their gameplay. It just hasn't been the story of Scrub. It's been the story of how well these guys play. And that last goal almost, I guess, personifies the way that they do score their best goals. It's finding someone downfield. It's those pass plays. It's not just, you know, this, I don't want to say the standard, but almost the meta now. The solo plays, the double flip resets, the ceiling touches, the ceiling resets. These guys are playing good old-fashioned link-up Rocket League.
Yeah.
And Osterlon just gets one for the road in perhaps the final series of the season here for Monaco.
Yeah, they've all scored again. It's the second time this series that every Monaco player has scored in one game. But it's not looking pretty for them. They're going to need to probably have Scrubkilla disconnect. No, Scrubkilla's not disconnected, so they're eliminated. That's it. Monaco are done. Hogan mode advanced to play the loser of Vitality. Team Liquid later on today.
I mean, everything's scripted, ladies and gentlemen, and were we expecting anything different here in the first series of day number 2 of the Invitational? It's Hogan mode moving through the lower bracket in style, taking the 3-1 victory. One more best of 5 to come as well, Johnny, but gee, I'm looking forward to Hogan mode later on today.
Oh, I cannot wait. It is still possible for this team, not just to make the major, still technically possible for them to represent Europe at the World Championship Wildcard. It would be the biggest comeback story in Rocket League history, and we're not exaggerating even slightly when we say that. Hogan mode have got a chance. They're showing that, you know, no matter how small the chance is, there's still a chance, and that's what you have to hold on to.
I mean, look at the energy as well, the vibes from the team. These guys are on cloud 9. Scrub, I've never seen him just enjoy himself so much while playing Rocket League. Usually he looks stressed, you know, there's all this pressure on the Wonder Kid, but he is just having the time of his life.
Yeah, it's just really well played by Hogan mode. They're going to need to tighten it up a little bit, but the positivity, the trust they have in each other is what gives us all hope that they can continue into the final day of this tournament.
Been phenomenal gameplay, but ladies and gentlemen, that is the first series of the day under wraps. We've got one more best of 5, and then we're into the best of 7s. Do not go anywhere.